Yo ho ho! Oh, wait a second. Happy Thanksgiving! Hello, it's me, the ukulele teacher, here to teach you how to play a famous Thanksgiving song, Alice's Restaurant Massacre by Arlo Guthrie. So grab your uke, throw a capo on the 2nd fret, and let's get ready to learn the song. Now, although the full version of this song can go on for upwards of half an hour, you'll be relieved to know that it's basically just one fairly straightforward chord progression that's repeated all the way through the entire song. So once you learn the chorus, you've basically got the entire thing. First things first, I'm going to play it through for you now to give you a rough idea of how it'll sound when you've learned it. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Walk right in, it's round the back, just a half mile from the railroad track. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. If you'd like a PDF song sheet to help you put the whole thing together at home, sign up today to patreon.com/uketeacher. You get a song sheet with every single lesson that I post. And if you like this beautiful ukulele that I'm playing, it was given to me by Carla. And if you click on my special affiliate link in the video description below, you will save money on anything on the Carla website. Why not hit those Black Friday sales and get an extra ukulele teacher exclusive discount on top of the sale? But now we've got the plugs out of the way, let's bring that camera in nice and close and I'm going to teach you how to play the song. First things first, these are the chords that you're going to need for this song. If you already know them, then skip ahead now. To play the chord of C, just put your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, and the chord of C should sound like this. To play the chord of A7, just put your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and the chord of A7 should sound like this. To play the chord of D7, bar the 2nd fret with your 1st finger, that means you push down on all 4 strings at the same time, then add your 2nd finger to the 3rd fret of the 1st string, and the chord of D7 should sound like this. To play the chord of G7, put your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, and the chord of G7 should sound like this. To play the chord of F, put your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string and your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and the chord of F should sound like this. And to play the chord of F sharp diminished, put your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string and your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, and the chord of F sharp diminished should sound like this. Now all the way through we play a nice and straightforward finger picking pattern. We pluck the 3rd string and then strum the uke, and then we pluck the 4th string and then strum. So 3rd string, strum, 4th string, strum. Now most of the way through the song we play that pattern once on each chord, like this. C, A7, but in the first and last line, we split the pattern over the chords of D7 and G7. So we play 3rd string down on D7 and 4th string down on G7, and then back to C. So the first line will sound like this. C, A7, D7, G7, C. And then the second line is almost the same, except you do just play that full pattern once on each chord. C, A7, D7 to G7. Then it's C to C7. Then F to F sharp diminished. And then we repeat that first line. So that entire sequence should sound like this. And basically you just repeat that pattern over and over again and you've got the entire song. But you might have noticed that I play a little 3-note riff at the beginning of the song to give it even more flavour and just to make it a little bit more fun. All that is I pluck the top 3 strings for the chord of G7, then the chord of C, and then I go back to the chord of G7, but I stretch up my 4th finger to the 5th fret of the 1st string. So that little riff that goes at the end of the first line and the end of the last line is just G7, C, and then G7 with your 1st finger on the 5th fret of the top string. You can play that as a nice little quick intro. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. Walk right in, it's round the back, just a ½ mile from the railroad track. You can get anything you want at Alice's restaurant. And just play that pattern through again and again and again for 20, 30, 40 minutes and you've got the entire song. Alice's Restaurant Massacre. It wouldn't be Thanksgiving without it. If you've enjoyed this lesson, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe now and turn on the notifications so you never miss a lesson. Also, let me know in the comments below what song you guys would like to learn next. I've been the ukulele teacher, and until next time, I love you all and I wish you the best.